Let me show you one more person. We're going to get to your questions pretty soon because I know lots of you want to ask the governor questions. So please raise your hand. Here's somebody else.
Bashir coming up.
Say again?
I said, I hope you have Andy Bashir coming
No, I don't, but we can talk about it. Here's somebody else. I'm curious to know what you think of his leadership and his style. Number 12, please.
Just political malpractice. Here you have Donald Trump on the ropes, scrambling, trying to make some deal. And we basically say, well, we don't care if the premiums go up. Like, what do we stand for? So he needs to be replaced and step down. More Democrats need to be calling for that. The only reason they aren't calling for it, let me be blunt, is because you offend a lot of donors. There are a lot of billionaires. There are a lot of donors that contribute to the DSCC, that contribute to Chuck Schumer. But, we've got to make a choice of this party. Are we going to be beholden to the donors that have gotten us 2 terms of Donald Trump, or are we going to listen to people?
What do you think of that guy? You know who that guy
I'm not sure what he was. What was he talking about, this deal?
Yeah, he was talking about this deal.
Mark, it's so easy, as you know, to sit up in the stands when you're not on the line. I think, again, he's an articulate guy. He might be, a valuable asset for the Democrats going forward. But anytime I see, someone who's just too far left, I just don't think the Democrats can win that way.
And you think he's too far left?
I don't know enough about him to say that he appears to be. And I don't like that whole thing about, these folks sold, they sold out and everything. I mean, you're really questioning somebody's intentions. And I understand why people say that. It's easy to say. It's just, look, I've been in the middle of all that stuff. And you know what? Sometimes when you see what is happening, I'll give you a good example. Remember when I was first elected governor and I had a strong feeling about how we ought to make police and fire pay more for their, insurance and all that stuff. And they raised all the money. They came in and they just beat the living crap out of me. And that we lost that issue. That night I said, well, the people have spoken, let's move on. Let's move on. I wanted to bring up Andy Bashir because I think he has a lot of what it does take.
Do you know him well?
I know him pretty well.
Yeah.
I like to talk to him. I really first saw him when there was a school shooting and I was getting ready to be on TV and I got preempted and I got to watch him and I was so impressed. I mean, I think what he has to do, in my opinion, and I have spoken to him and I know his father is, I think, great.
Yeah.
I think Andy needs to tell stories. He needs to explain to people the things that he's encountered because he's not a bombastic speaker.
Right.
But can he be interesting enough to be able to catch on? You notice he's listed on everybody that might be running. He is somebody that, and I'm starting to pay a little attention to Josh Shapiro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he'll run. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think Shapiro gets the fact that you can't be way one side or the other.
Right. Governor Kasich, you ever heard anything from the folks at Cozy Earth? They probably sponsored you somewhere along the way.
Cozy Earth is one of my favorites.
Yeah, 40% off right now. Use the discount code 2-way for on CozyEarth.com. Black Friday comes early. Pajamas, pants, towels, of course, the bubble cuddle blanket, a personal favorite in the Kasich household.
Yep.
Maybe all the future sons-in-law should get bubble cuddle blankets.
Okay.
And the bamboo sheets, everything. It's all available now, 40% off. Go to CozyEarth.com and use the promo code 2-way for 40% off. These deals, like Crazy Eddie would say, they're crazy. They won't last, though. So start your holiday shopping today. If you get to the post-purchase survey, tell them Governor John Kasich of the Ohio State recommended you go to CozyEarth.com. Wrap the ones you love in luxury with Cozy Earth. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, CozyEarth.com, 40% off. That's crazy. I'm not even sure I should be promoting this. 40% off. Use the promo code 2-way.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the 2-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and 2-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.